Welcome back to A Global Kitchen. Today we're making a Vietnamese salad with the world's largest citrus fruit, pomelo. It's refreshing, slightly spicy, and easy to prepare. There's a technique to taking off the rind, but it's simple, and I'll show you how to do that today. Pomelos are larger, less juicy, and sweeter than grapefruits, but between pomelo varieties, they vary in sweetness. The color of its flesh can range from pale lemon to deep pink. And another big difference is that the rind of a pomelo is much thicker than that of a grapefruit. Although native to Southeast Asia, pomelos are also grown in the southern US. They're at their peak from December to April. When selecting them, you want them to have a nice citrus fragrance, so give them a nice smell. You also want them to feel heavy. Pomelos can weigh anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds. To get the flesh off of the pomelo, first cut off about 3/4 of an inch off each end. Then score the pomelo rind by cutting it vertically about 3/4 of an inch deep from end to end. Do this 5 to 6 times evenly spaced around the pomelo. At each end of the pomelo, use a small paring knife to cut around the perimeter about 1/2 inch from the edge of the rind, roughly where the pulp and rind meet. Dig your fingers between the rind and the flesh and pull the scored rind away. Repeat this until all of the rind is removed. The amount of white pithy membrane that remains may vary due to the variety and freshness of the pomelo. You can candy the rind in a similar method as oranges or grapefruits, or if you're skilled enough when you peel them, make it into a hat. You'll notice at one of the ends where the segments come together, there's a dimple in the center. Put your thumbs in the center and pry the fruit in half. Use your fingers to pull the individual segments apart and to peel off any white membrane that remains. A small paring knife may come in handy. Sometimes it helps to cut a thin amount of the connecting inner membrane away. With practice, you'll eventually be able to pull apart a complete segment. If you're serving this as a salad, you can break the segments into bite-sized pieces. But today I want to separate them into their individual vesicles. Place the pomelo pieces in a bowl and gently shred them by rubbing them together and pulling the vesicles apart. I love how pomelos have these tiny individual vesicles or capsules, and when you bite into them, you get a sudden burst of sweet, slightly sour juice. If you can't find a pomelo where you shop, you can use a grapefruit instead. Grapefruits are juicier, so don't use any juice that's collected in the bowl in the salad. I often pour it into a glass for a refreshing drink. Also, it's best to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Next up, we've got some cucumber. I want to take out the seeds, so I'll use a small spoon to scrape them out. If you're making it into a chunky salad, you can cut it into thicker pieces. But today, I want to cut them into thin matchsticks for this version of the salad. Apple, green mango, or jicama also work really well. I also like to add tofu to the salad. Today I'm using some smoked tofu. Firm or extra firm tofu is great too. You can use it uncooked or cooked in thin slabs, then thinly cut into matchsticks. Notice I'm cutting them into about 1 inch length, as I want them shorter for this salad. Add them to the bowl with the cucumbers and pomelo. For the dressing, I've already added sugar to the bowl. Pour in the lime juice, soy sauce, and water. Finely chop the garlic and Thai bird chili. Take out the seeds so it doesn't have too much heat. Add the garlic and chili to the bowl. Stir the dressing until the sugar is completely dissolved. Pour the dressing over the salad and mix well. Pick some cilantro and mint, roughly chop it, and add it to the salad. Sprinkle over some toasted unsalted peanuts and crispy fried shallot. Mix well and transfer the salad to a serving dish. So here we have our refreshing Vietnamese pomelo salad. I like to eat the salad, spooning some of it on top of a toasted rice cracker. Here I have some Vietnamese ones. You can also use some nice little round Japanese ones. Now let's have a taste. You get a sweet, citrusy flavor from the pomelo, slightly spicy from the tangy dressing, and a lovely textural contrast from the rice cracker and the peanuts. As always, I'll leave the recipe below in the description box, or you can find it in my book, Vegetarian Vietnam. If you like today's recipe, please do subscribe to Global Kitchen. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you've tried the recipe, leave a comment below and let me know how it turned out. Thanks for watching today. Bye and happy cooking.